Hey guys, this is System, and this is E6. Hope everyone is well, having a utterly amazing day. Let's go ahead and jump right back into this pretty cool pack. And in between episodes, well, went ahead and worked on decorating our base a little bit more, using some of the cyan terracotta that someone suggested in the comments of the last video, as well as some of this flourishing archwood log. Really like that stuff. A little bit of green works with the prismarine, also works with the granite, so everything kind of comes together. I'm actually quite happy with the walls. The only thing I'm not sure about is this like plain cyan terracotta here. Maybe change that in time. So quite happy with this room. Turned out pretty well. As well as I worked on this room in here. Let's go ahead and check this out. Yeah, just kind of cleaned it up, made it a little more pretty. Everything's just kind of looking good. Looking good. That's what it's doing. Quite happy with how this turned out though. I really like this little display of the furnace engine. I think that looks really sweet. Really awesome. Used a bunch more of these brass casings too, so that is cool. How many diamonds do we have now? 420. We're not doing too bad. But anyway, that is done there. Let's go ahead and close that puppy up. Thinking about finding a way to make this open and close automatically. I think there's a way of doing it, so maybe we'll try that out. But yeah, what else did I do here? I went ahead and then, one artifact I got. I got a really good artifact. This one here, Creeper targeting you will not spawn an explosion. Basically, if a creeper is around me and explodes, it just basically just ceases to exist. It's amazing. It's a really good one. And I don't think I got any other ones. No, nothing else, just those ones. So really good one there. Quite happy with that one. And that one's a common, so you should get that one pretty easily. I think I got mostly common, right? No, that one's an elite. I don't know if that really matters or it's just completely random anyway. So that is cool. As well as I've done a bunch of crafting. We're going to set up refined storage here in a couple minutes. I could have done all this crafting with you guys, but really, it's really just taking the iron and the nether quartz and throwing that through an induction smelter, as well as smelting sand down to get silicon. So it would have been just 5 minutes of me crafting stuff and doing quests for the sake of making you guys watch me. I'd rather just set it up and show you how it's all done and how we're going to link it all up, right? Over here, I did work on terracotta a little bit. I worked on Tetra a little bit. Cool mod. Like, it is a cool mod, but my goodness, is it ever clunky. This is a clunky mod. It's hard to get into. The main thing is here, when you first kind of start the quest line, you get one of these here, a hollow sphere. You don't want to lose this thing because it's actually hard to make, but it's really hard to look up parts and stuff. Like with Tinkers, it's so easy to look up your different parts. But I guess you'd go back to like craft here. If I wanted to make, say, a double-headed tool, go to the head here. I want to make a sickle. And then you got this giant list of components, and it's very confusing because there's so much information. There's integrity, there's durability, there's damage, there's sweeping. Then I guess if I click it on here, this different kind of like things, like this little symbol here apparently means for harvesting. Over here it means you need a level 5 hammer to even make this thing. I only have like level 3 hammer right now. I just went through the start of the quest, and it takes you to the level 3 hammers. And that's pretty much all I did. But I'm not going to be showing exactly what I do with this because it is clunky. And I keep having to go back and forth through these menus, kind of figure out exactly what I need because it is a little confusing. So yeah, really cool, really awesome. But I really advise you to go check out Valen's video on Tetra because Mites of Mischief, for anyone who doesn't realize who Valen is. He has a really good one, and you'll be able to understand it, and he'll be able to explain it much better than I am. So yeah, cool mod, but it is clunky. I really think they need to take this hollow sphere and make it part of this table because basically you take your tool, right? If I go to, I have them all in my tool belt too. Made one of these here. This is from the mod as well, the tool belt. And I think it's, what is it? Is it Shift B? I forget. I need to take it out. Let's go ahead and grab you, do this. You right click on it. Then you get the information on how to access it and stuff. I guess N is to bring it up. There you go. I can actually pull out my tool. So that is cool. Then the restock is what? Shift B. That puts it back in. And you can get more slots for this too by upgrading it as well. I just don't have everything we need. So if I put it here, go ahead and head to leather strap. I went to this one. I need more stuff. Belt strap ×3, and then it's going to tell me I need more integrity anyway because the whole thing has an integrity system, which means I probably have to upgrade the leather wrap. It's like one thing after another, and it's a little confusing. So like I said, I won't be covering it, and yeah, I don't think it'd make good content to actually kind of show it all. But anyway, I'm going to put this back into here. There you go. And was that B? No, it was N, right? There you go. I think I set that button the end anyway, so it's a really cool mod, but like I said, it's just a little clunky in its current form. Over here, I added a couple of these too. These are Botany pots. So you go to Botany, check that out. I made the hopper Botany pots, which aren't too hard. They do take a block of bone meal though. So you need a good amount of bone meal to do that. I think I made about 16 of them. Had to kill a little bit of skeletons, not big a deal. but they've been tweaked in this pack. So I needed this one just for science, so I could dye the terracotta. Then I just wanted to have sugarcane as well. But if you go and look at them now, so anyone that's used them in the past, right? Go to sugarcane. No, sugarcane. There you go. Check that out. Look how it actually produces in this one. So you can kind of see here, it tells you like the different sands, the different materials you can put it on. Some have modifiers and stuff. But the sugarcane there, it will tell you right there. It takes 20 minutes or 24,000 ticks for this to go through one row cycle. So they're way slower than they used to be. I don't know if that's in from the mod itself or it's been down to the pack. I'm going to assume it's been down for the pack. But every 20 minutes, the chance is 100% and you'll get 10 to 20 rolls. So it rolls a bunch of them at once. It just doesn't happen like every 1 or 2 minutes as what we're probably used to, right? So still really cool. You just don't get it kind of as much upfront and you have to wait a little more for it. So I thought that was interesting. It's still good. It's still really good. It's just a little more waiting. Outside of that, I don't think there was anything I did. I think that's just about everything. Like I said, I think we're going to go ahead and jump into refined storage. But before we do, actually, let's go ahead and do this. I have so many quests to accept right now, which we should probably do because my inventory is going to get totally clogged here in a second. Let's pick you up real quick. Let's put this here. Let's go ahead and drop this off and just see what we get for rewards. Let's do that. Actually, I can't get rid of that. And if we go into our quest book now, actually accept that. Here we go. Let's go ahead and see what we got here. Oh, I need some chests or something. I am in such a mess here. Oh my goodness. I knew this was going to happen. Let's do that. Let's do that. Go ahead and do you and you. So we got ourselves some case fans. Gear mold, which is nice. Flower pouch. That's from Botany, just for holding flowers. Got some resources and stuff. I'll probably just process that down. Wixie shard. That's going to be from Ars Nouveau. We're probably going to do Ars Nouveau before too long. That's a really good one right there. I think Gourmand is a good one. Not sure about loyalty, but pedestal range 4 is really good. When we get industrial for growing, we'll be able to separate those. Sharpness 5, that's a really good one. Sharpness 4, ooh, got some good stuff. Eye of the Blaze, Nature's Aura, no idea. Looks like we got some more of refined storage stuff. We'll keep all that stuff. There you go. I think most of it is pretty much the quest line you're doing. You get rewards for that quest line, which is pretty good. Van Spin, that's not too bad. 16,000 items. There you go. What else did we get here? A wire, that's like redstone wire from RF Tools with a little different functionality. Pulse repeater, comparator, more links, which is nice. More electron tubes, which is nice because they're a little bit of work. Dimension shards, that's actually really good, actually. And we got some of them. And we're going to go ahead and probably set up a builder in the Nether today as well because that's something we need. Some Nether brick, cured rubber, that. Nothing too special here. Except for this stuff. This stuff's really good. Like the actual storage parts, they're really good because we're going to be getting into refined storage, right? So that's not too bad as well. Oh, 4 precision mechanisms. So we went all that trouble to make that 1, and they just gave us 4 as a reward. That's actually awesome, especially if I need any more in the future. So yeah, really cool rewards. But that is awesome, actually. Also, what is this? High flux RF coil, RF capacity, RF transfer. I think that's for the batteries, right? So I guess that's a thing as well. And these personal chests, these are from Enigmatica, right? I forget what they are. Blastproof chests, which preserve its contents when broken. So basically a shulker box that is blastproof. That is not too bad at all. And okay, like I said, we're going to go ahead and set up refined storage. I did have to go ahead and do some tunneling. I had some tunneling here so I get to our modular routers. So we go ahead and automatically export fuel for them. So they'll always be powering the lapidary dominoes. So that's pretty awesome. Also, I have some cabling over here already in this back wall, so I could have access to this door controller. And we need to throw external storages on here, so the system will be able to see like all these ingots in these drawers, as well as this one over here will be able to see all the stuff in these drawers as well. So we can set up auto crafting over here, right? So it's kind of the plan. So I just have a whole lot of cabling running through walls and under the floor, and nothing connected yet. So we're gonna go ahead and do that, and it should be pretty easy. So first thing we need to do. Let's get this controller kind of in the ground, right, somewhere. We'll put it right here. Go ahead and do that. Go ahead and grab the controller, throw that at the top. I did not set that to output, so we should probably do that. Let's do that. There you go. And that's powered up. That is like the brain of the system. It's what sends the power everywhere, right? Next thing we probably need is a disk drive, so let's go ahead and grab that. And that will throw a 64K. This thing can hold 64,000 items, which is pretty awesome. Pretty easy to make, just multi-stage, right? So you'll need 27 of these 1Ks to get all the way to a 64K, basically. And it'll hold 64,000 items. You don't need that. I just have that. Also, I have these fluid storage ones, so I'm just going to throw them in there right now. We're not going to use them right away, but I got them for free. It's from Quest Rewards, right? As well, I can make more 1Ks right there. There's another 256K fluid storage as well, but we'll probably end up storing like lava and water in here, and those will be good for that. Last thing we need to probably get this going initially would be the crafting grid. Go ahead and throw that on top. Now we have a working system, basically. I can take stuff, throw it in there, and it's in the system. I don't have to worry about it. I'm going to change the size of it too to medium, and I'm going to set it to JEI synchronize, so I can type something like casing, right? And it'll search for casing it here, as well as JEI at the same time. So I can just like hold shift and pull the items in and start auto crafting and all that jazz. Works really good. So that is awesome. So our system's working, basically. That is our system. Let's go ahead and toss that in there, that in there, and that in there as well. And it looks like we're pretty good. There we go. So next part of this probably would be to hook up our door controllers, right? So let's go ahead and do that. Go ahead and grab a, what do we want there? External storage. They're not too hard to make at all. So this is kind of the recipe here. Really simple, really easy. That is why I did not show the crafting of it. Anyway, let's go ahead and grab priority, set it to priority 1. That's going to make it so when the system sees the items in there, it always try to put them in the drawer first before the 64K drive, not filling up space you don't need to. Anyway, let's go ahead and bring this across, do that. Check this out now. And now we can see all those ingots that are in those drawers. And yeah, we haven't had to put them into the system, which is really awesome. We're going to go ahead and do the same thing over here. Go ahead and get this one done. And then, yeah, probably move on to the next part. Probably the routers after this. I need to rotate that too. Did I grab? Yeah, I did grab my Morpho tool. Go ahead and spin this around. There you go. Awesome. Then go ahead and set the priority on this one. Sweet. And now we should be able to see all these items as long as I've actually done all my cabling, right? Let's go see. Sweet. Looks like we're good. And everything's connected and good to go. If you ever want to wonder, I guess not wonder, but check how much your system's using in power, there it is. You can just check the controller. You can see there it's using about 19 FE a tick. So not too bad, and pretty basic there. Next thing we want to do probably is wire up our routers, I guess. We're going to switch over to Appetite now as well. Actually, someone told me this in the last video. I guess the comments that I did this, but I wasn't really too worried about it because these things last so long. But yeah, I had this totally backed up with a piece of slate. Anyway, let's go ahead and grab a exporter. Let's do that. Let's go ahead and pop that there. And then we want to filter it, right? So we're going to tell it to use Appetite for now on because I have way more of that than I do the fluorite. And it's the same power source, right? Well, I need to get into here first. Let's do that. You can just grab it, drag it over, pop it in. It's now filtered. And when this is connected to the system will try to send that stuff there whenever it has an empty space basically in there. So works out pretty well and is pretty sweet all around. Also, I've been trying to fill in all these holes too, just so there's less like lit areas, nothing that'll cause lag. Trying to be, you know, careful with the lag in the world because it does become an issue later on in a pack. It's also why I'm not going to be setting up full-on auto crafting like as the chunks come in. I'm not going to be doing that in this pack because we definitely don't need it. It's just lag we don't need. But anyway, let's go ahead and pop that right there. Awesome. And that should be good there. Then we can just bring this cable across, right? So let's do that and that. Do this here and then just connect that to the system, right? Sweet and sweet. Now that should be good there. One thing I want to check, I want to make sure that door is not going to mess up when I close it. Like that pull's not going to mess up anything, is it? I don't think it is. You double check that. No, it just moves forward from that point, right? Okay, so good. Don't have to worry about that. Go ahead and do that there. I should have some of that wood around here too. I think I need one more of those archwood to kind of make that line up with that pattern. Let's go ahead and do that. Goes right there. There we go. So we have the first part of this done. I guess the next part of this is probably just to move everything into the system. I need to get this all moved into there, right? So probably do that. Then I'll come back and then we'll go ahead and automate our our ore washing so we can do ingots on demand. Okay, we got just about everything in the system, which is pretty awesome. We are looking pretty good here. Let's go ahead and drop that off maybe. And drop you off, and that looks good. So we're going to set up some auto crafting, but I'm going to go ahead and upgrade one of these crafters probably right away. Probably this one here. Sweet. Go ahead and grab you. That looks good. And I have two crafters here. So I have an iron one and a diamond one, right? So this is from the extra storage mod. These ones are like upgraded versions. They have more slots for patterns. So this one has 27. This one has 63. So I'm going to be using this as our main one just for, I guess, sitting right here. I have it just like sitting right there. If I need to set up any recipes, then, yeah, I just use this space and set up those recipes there, which is pretty awesome. Go ahead and grab the pattern grid, probably pop that right there. It's going to be used to make our patterns. Oh, what am I doing? I want this here. I want that on medium. Then JEI synchronized. That looks good. And is that still a bug? Let me see. It didn't show any of my agates or nuggets. It's going to be one of those things. Yeah, you may have to break your controller from time to time. I figured they'd have that bug fixed by now. That's been around for a long time. Sometimes, yeah, I don't know what causes it, because my last pack, it did not do that in at all. But the pack before that, it did. I kept having to break the controller and replace it each time I loaded in to make sure my agates and my nuggets, all my external storages, I should say, were showing up. So, not sure what's causing that, but anyway, definitely a thing. Anyway, we're going to get into auto crafting, like I said. So we're going to grab this iron crafter here. Actually, going to go ahead and name this one. This one's going to be for our ore washing. So I'm going to name this washing. Go ahead and grab that. Sweet. Go ahead and do that there. Grab ourselves a crafter manager. This is one of the things that made me craft. This here can actually see all of your crafters, and you can kind of mess with the recipes in here, which is really awesome. So we'll be able to kind of do it remotely, which is nice. But let's set up one pattern, I guess. Let's go ahead and grab, actually from here, there you go, some patterns. There we go, just so you know how patterns work really quick. For anyone who does not know how to do auto crafting, it is super simple and super awesome. Start with some patterns, throw them in here, that looks good. Then grab some of our spruce. Want to make sure it knows how to make planks, right? So I could just do that, pop it in there. It automatically knows the recipe. We just click like that there. Now we have a recipe, and it's 4 spruce planks. And then just pop it into here, just like that. We could also do it in this here, like I said, because it can access all of the crafters, pop it in that way, and then I should be able to just go ahead and make some planks, right? So go to planks. I'd have to hit Control and Shift when I click this, because we already have them. Tell it to make 20, and bam, we already got 20 of them, just like that. Super simple, super easy, and that's how you do auto crafting. So that is cool. Next thing we're going to do is go ahead and probably set up this washing one. Let's go ahead and throw down the crafting manager too. This is good for when you have like big crafting recipes. It actually shows you what's going on. And if there's a problem in your crafting, you usually hunt down where the problem is based on where it's stuck, right? So really good for that. But let's go ahead. Actually, we need one more thing here. We need a funnel, right? Let's go ahead and grab that. Sweet, sweet. And we'll go ahead and set up crafting for our dust. So that shouldn't be too bad. Let's go ahead and open this puppy up. Go ahead and, I guess, get you out of here. And then we need you out of here. I got cable right there, so we're good to go. Go ahead and grab washing, pump it out right there. That looks good. And then I need a chest and a funnel. So let's go ahead and grab a diamond chest. That looks good. And then we need the brass funnel. Pop it there. Probably could have used just a basic andesite funnel for this one, actually. Although I don't know if these ones are faster. These ones might be faster. Either way, that's good there. Then we should be able to set up some recipes. So let's go ahead and set up one of the chunks here really quick and see if we can actually get it to autocraft. So maybe this one here because it's shiny and gold. If I go to use on that, actually I'm gonna have to do the recipe a little different, aren't I? Because we're getting nuggets, not agates. So I guess, yeah, I need to tell it differently. So one of these would equal how many nuggets, I guess would be the way it works. Let's go hunt down the grinding wheel recipe. There we go. It turns into this stuff here, right? Crushed gold ore. Guess we go to use on that and see what our output on this would be. So we go to bulk washing. Looks like 10 and 5, but the 5 is only 50%. So the way I'd have to set this recipe, I guess, is 1 gold agate equals, yeah, 10 nuggets. Yeah, we're going to have to do it in two-stage recipes, right? So I'll tell it that one of the chunks, right? Not this, but the chunks equals 10 gold nuggets. Then I'll have to teach it the nugget to agate recipe so it recognizes it coming into the system, right? Yeah, I think that's the way it works, right? So let's go ahead and see if we can get that done. So if I do that right there and grab, actually, is this going to work? We may have to do the input into a interface. We'll try it out. Anyway, let's go ahead and set up a recipe here. I might be thinking about problems that aren't there. Let's go ahead and set the recipe, right? Actually, we'll have to grab the nuggets manually. Let's do that. Sweet. Let's go ahead and set it to processing. This right here. That looks good. Go ahead and set 10 nuggets, right? Sweet. That's good there. Awesome. And then put the recipe into the crafter manager. Hunt down washing right there. That looks awesome. And then we should be able to test this out at least with nuggets. So if I go there, say make 50 nuggets, click start. Awesome. Should be able to see the recipe over here. You can see there the processing. It's actually sending the items. Probably won't take too long. Actually, by the time I head over there, it might be already done. It's already done, I think, right? No, maybe not. Where's the stuff at? Did I just see it go? Wait, did that work or not? Scheduled nuggets. Huh. Why would it be doing that? Because I think we actually got the golden nuggets. I'm going to have to check this a little closer. So we got 1.7k. Let's do a good amount so we can actually see it. So if I go 200, right? Sweet, click start. Should see it coming out here. Yeah, see, it's already going. It's going in. But for some reason, the system isn't registering it when it comes to the drawer controller. I may have to go ahead and set up maybe an interface right here. I could put an interface and then it would know the stuff went into the system as opposed to the drawer wall. But it makes my drawer wall kind of pointless, I guess. I mean, it's not pointless. I guess it's just pointless for that reasoning. But yeah, you see the recipe's actually messed up. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and try a fix for that. Like I said, I'm going to have to lay some more cabling though. So that's the thing. I'm going to show you what I'm going to make here though to kind of sort this out. Go ahead and grab a interface. There you go. We're going to need one of these puppies, right? So let's see if we can actually get it done. That looks good there. Grab ourselves one of these exporters. Looks like we need something there. One of those construction cores. Go ahead and grab that puppy. That's not good. Actual exporter. Grab ourselves a interface, right? That should be good there. And basically I'm going to run this straight into that instead. But I'll have to have some cabling, like I said. It'll be a little different. We do that to that. Yeah, I'll have to get some cabling into that. And I'll be back in a couple. So I've gone ahead and added a few more recipes here. I had one for the speed upgrades, the stack upgrades, and a gold ingot. I'm going to probably have to do the actual ingot recipe for every one of the chunks since we're using the compacting drawers. Otherwise, it's going to get really confused really quick. But I can tell it to go ahead and make a bunch of nuggets now, or ingots. It doesn't matter. It's going to try to craft all our nuggets first, though, if I actually do it the other way with the ingots. So that's the thing. But down here, you'll see I have a stack upgrade and a couple speeds. They're coming in really fast into the interface. These interfaces are really good for when you just want to feed things into the system. They're just really good at that. You could actually like link up 10 machines to all feed it into the same interface. It's much more efficient cost-wise, material-wise than other routes most of the time. But there you go. It's actually all done, all finished up. We got our materials and we got auto crafting done. I just need to set it up for all the other chunks and then we kind of move on there. So that is really cool. But I think after this, I'm going to go ahead and set up those recipes. We may go ahead and grab this builder, head over to the Nether, and set that up to grab us Nether materials like, I guess, debris and quartz and glowstone and the stuff like that, because we definitely need that as well. So I think I have all our auto-crafting recipes up and running and everything's working, which is pretty awesome. We're going to go ahead and grab our builder here because we're going to take it over to the Nether in a few minutes. But in here, you will see we actually have all our ingot recipes done. Also did drawers and controllers. I did a dimensional cell and the power cell cards. So have all those recipes and everything to kind of craft with them, which is pretty awesome, as well as all the nuggets. So yeah, it's actually working pretty well now. It's working pretty awesome. Also added this here, storage monitor. It was part of the quest line, so I just got it done. But you can add an item in here. It will just monitor how many you have in the system, which is pretty cool. I don't know if you can do anything else with this, actually. I guess you can set it to fluids as well in exact mode. I don't know what exact mode is, but either way. Exact mode, I know what it means, but I don't know what it means with the storage monitor. That's a little confusing. Also, I went ahead and made a change in here, which I should probably show you. There you go. You will see that I got rid of all of our compacting drawers, and I'm just using regular drawers because the compacting drawers were hanging when I was doing the recipes. The issue with that is, like, if you're using compacting drawers, right? I always have this argument with people that there's no issue with compacting drawers and inventory systems. But basically, if you have a compacting drawer with 1 block of gold in it, your system thinks you have 1 block of gold, 9 ingots, and 81 nuggets. It's just inherently flawed. Just inherently flawed to work with an inventory system. The inventory system isn't smart enough to deal with that. So you're better off just getting rid of your compacting drawers unless you have immense amounts, and it doesn't matter, right? So that is the thing. And yeah, I think we're pretty much ready to go. Oh, one thing I should do before we go, actually, is make sure these chunks are chunk loaded, right? So let's go to here, claim chunks. These are all force loaded, so we should be actually okay here. I want to make sure the power keeps going through, because otherwise it could be a problem. Yeah, that's good there. I think we're good to go. So let's go ahead and head over to our other dimension here. I guess our other tower. I moved our portal, basically. This here, the Nether portal, because I did not like that spawn at all that it gave us. It was actually a nasty spawn, and this one is actually much better. It is close to a crimson forest there, but we're just going to set it up pretty much right around here. Doesn't really matter where this goes, right? So let's go to, I guess, F9. Let's bring up our chunk boundaries. Make sure we're not crossing a chunk with this, because that's usually problematic. But anyway, go ahead and, I guess, throw this down right here is good. Give it some power from behind. That looks good as well. Awesome. Make sure it's set to output. Sweet. And that should be good there. Then we want to go ahead and throw a drawer on top of this. So let's get that done. Then we need to figure out what exactly we're going to filter here too. That's probably going to be the biggest part of that, or of this, I should say. Anyway, let's do this here. Go ahead and grab a drawer controller. That looks good. And then, yeah, just set these up for now. I'm not sure how many we're going to do. So we'll start with something like that. Make sure they're connected. And I guess we probably want to lock these as well. So we just do that. And then this, that, and then one of these, right? There you go. And export all. Okay. So what are we going to filter though? We want netherite for sure, right? So let's go ahead and get rid of those chunk boundaries. We don't need that anymore. That's the F9 for anyone that's wondering. Sweet. Probably again too to get rid of those ones. There we go. See if we can actually hunt down netherite. Should be able to find like a forge or netherite, or just forged netherite, I'm hoping. Forge ores netherite. There we go. We'll go ahead and add that one. That's good. We'll also want glowstone, I guess. So make sure we grab that. Forge dust glowstone. Which glowstone would it be though? Wouldn't be blocks. Might be storage blocks actually. Yeah, that should work. That should work right there. We shouldn't have to worry about that. We'll know pretty quick if it's working or not. And then I also want to make sure we get quartz out of this. So let's go ahead and grab quartz. If we can find the right one. Sometimes it's hard to hunt down the right one, to be honest. Let's see here. Because I know I could go forge ores and grab quartz, but I want to grab just quartz. Not seeing the right one to grab. Do we have any quartz around here? It's probably the easiest way to do this, actually. There we go. Go ahead and grab you. I need enough to make a... no, actually, that won't work. Oh, we just got a trinket. But this won't work anyway. I don't know what I'm doing. This won't work at all. Go ahead and see what that trinket is. But anyway, I'm a little confused as to what I just got. What did we get here? Horseshoe. You can step 1 block height without the needed jumping. See, I don't like that at all, so we're going to stick with that. There you go. I don't like step assist or step up or any of that jazz. We need to figure out quartz, though. So let's hunt down quartz, see if we can actually find the right one. So nether quartz. Nether quartz isn't going to be a thing. What would it be? Huh. Let's see here. Forge or quartz, maybe? Might be. Nether, netherrack. Nether. You'd think it'd be under nether, right? Nether wall. I don't think we want that. Or netherrack. I don't want any of that jazz. Maybe I'll worry about this later. I may grab diamonds too, actually, from here. That wouldn't be too bad, right? So we add the diamond. Forge diamond. Should be able to find that pretty easy. Forge dust. Forge gears. Forge ingot. Forge ore. Why is it so hard to find the forge ores with these? There we go. It's right there. Awesome. Try to find quartz again. There we go. I finally found quartz. It was under forge ore quartz and then forge ore cobalt. I grabbed that one as well. And that should be pretty much everything I want from this dimension. Oh, I know one more we need actually now that I think of it. I know dimensional shard ore will be here. So if I go to dimensional. There you go. Dimensional, forge ores, dimensional. I should be able to grab that one there. And that should be one more. So we'll see if that gets grabbed as well. Probably turn this on and then probably let it go. Probably just let it go and see what happens here. I have it on a massive height. That is actually horrible. Let's fix this real quick. Actually, if it lets me, let's do that. Let's turn that off again. Go back in there. 0 height. Dimensions isn't going to work too well. We probably need like 60 on this. What height are we at, actually? I didn't even check. We are at Y78. Have you come to fight me? Oh, I just killed a bee. Oh no. Anyway, that was accidental. B was, I guess they just got in the way. But let's change this to like 80. 80 either way is fine. We'll do that. We'll just do that right there. I think the nether is only like 127 blocks high, but if we go above that, it doesn't really hurt anything, right? So let's do that and see if this actually starts pulling stuff, right? So we're getting our glowstone, so that one worked. The nether quartz worked as well. And then I guess I have to sit around for a while and see if we actually get the rest of our resources. But I think I got everything tagged right. Hopefully I do. Shouldn't be too long before we see some netherite, right? That should not take too long. I have the other builder turned off right now too, so our power is actually going at a good pace here, which is pretty awesome. Go ahead and check this out. How's our power here? Yeah, we still got 3 million in there, so probably let this run for a bit, see if we actually get our other things, and if so, we're in good shape. I may kill some mobs over here too, because, well, I just want to get, I want to get more things unlocked, basically. And this sword's actually pretty solid. So I've been watching this for a few minutes now, and I've gotten pretty much everything. Got one of these angry bears here. There you go. Go ahead and deal with him real quick. Silly drop bears. They're kind of spooky. They're kind of cool how they have legs on both sides of them, but they're a little creepy at the same time. But I did get pretty much everything. So I have some cobalt, have some dimensional shard, have some ancient debris, glowstone, and nether quartz. The diamond's not going to come. I thought I was going to get diamond, but spawns in the nether? False. So I double checked it. You can look at the ores. It kind of tells you where it spawns, right? We're not going to see it here. So that's the thing. I did go ahead and chunk load this too. So it's actually force loaded. I don't know if it's going to work. I know sometimes FTB has issues with other other mods, where when you go back to your base, this will end up on chunk loaded either way. I guess we'll find out. The only way is to do it and travel back and forth and see if it keeps running or not. But hopefully it does, because I'd like to get a good amount of the ancient debris. But either way, really awesome and really cool, and we're getting new resources, right? Next resources we probably need to work on in the next video is going to be ender pearls. I really need to get ender pearls and blaze rods, actually, which means we're probably going to have to do some exploring around here and see if we can actually find any spawners. There's little buildings like this. Like that would be a spawner right there, for sure. This map is crazy. This I don't even know which map this is, what mod does this, but yeah, you can see massive area, right? So that'd be a spawner, 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 2 spawners right there. And then, of course, we have this over here where there's probably a very high chance of there being a spawner. I have no idea what this is here. No idea. Or this actually either. Like, what the heck is this thing? I have no idea. Guess we'll figure it out in time. But pretty cool, pretty awesome. And we'll definitely have to check some of that out. But yeah, that is, I think, pretty much all for this episode. I think we're going to probably go ahead and wrap this one up. So as always, guys, like this video, please hit that like button. Really liked it. Hit that subscribe button. It is always appreciated. Well, you guys all have a good one. See you guys next video. Later.